Welcome back, everyone, going into the PC Gaming Show. PC Gamer Show. PC Gaming? PC Gamer.
PC Gamer.
PC Gamer.
They've been doing this thing with Tales from the Hard Drive for a little bit, and they have a guy that's narrating it, and I'm 90% sure it's the narrator from Disco Elysium.
Really?
Yeah. The dude with the absolutely amazing voice. I think that's Disco Elysium I'm thinking of. It is. Okay, yeah, it's incredible.
Great.
I made a mistake.
This is a trailer for something.
And I got stuck over there.
I think this is Starfield.
No, I don't think it is.
Wait, what is going on? What's all this shit?
You went to Menethil Harbor. You were corpse walking.
What is going on? This is supposed to just be a video
What
game.
is
Hey, it's
going
Dean
on?
Hall. Oh, they're doing like a documentary thing?
Feared.
I don't know how you would go about even finding someone who is essentially a myth.
We finally tracked down one member of this mysterious group.
There he is. He lives and breathes. He was this absolutely normal dude living a normal life, and his goals were beyond your understanding.
Hang in there, big guy.
If it wasn't for him, I would have died. Out in the black, you never can truly trust the people
Oh,
who fly
yeah.
beside.
There you go.
Are you 40,000 light years from home? Don't panic.
The Sims was the ultimate icebreaker.
I don't mind dying if it means saving people's lives. And if I can do it being just a dramatic bitch, I'm gonna do it.
I still got 4 magazines. Do we want to go back?
All right. That's a cool documentary. Anyone have any idea what we're about to see? Because I definitely don't. I don't know if they've said any like world exclusives or what's going to come out of here. What are we going to see? Co?
I have no idea, to be honest. Probably a lot of the stuff that is relatively big, but not big enough for the other conferences. I think that's the kind of probably safest answer to that question.
You think we see Larian?
I don't think Larian has a lot to talk about right now. They did a relatively big patch not too long ago, and that was like involving not only new classes and stuff and gameplay, but that was also about their big UI overhaul and everything. I think they're just still heads down working the hell out of Baldur's Gate 3. So we may see some THQ Nordic stuff. Maybe maybe Embracer Group. I don't know if Embracer Group hasn't really been anywhere, and they're like a kind of a powerhouse, especially these days. So
They got a lot of money.
we've seen nothing. We've seen nothing of Tomb Raider. We've seen nothing of really anything under their umbrellas for a little bit. Monkey Island hasn't been anywhere. It wasn't at Devolver, which was really weird, but kind of understandable since, you know, it's Disney. So we may see that here. I don't know, man. Yeah. This show's kind of a wild card in a lot of ways.
Zeke,
Good things come to those who wait, and your patience has finally paid off. Get ready, because the 2022 PC Gaming Show kicks off in just a few moments, and we got dozens of new games, trailers, exclusive interviews, which means there's only one thing left to do. It's countdown time, and I'll see you in a sec.
Wasn't last year's show where he was like in a ship and they had like a robot that had a bunch of jokes and stuff? Am I thinking of the right thing?
So I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if we get more
I
of
like
that.
this music, man.
Or if this is just a straight up like normal show.
We just have this beat going the whole time.
Throw your dog ramps up.
We haven't dog ramps like that in a while, Zeke. You gotta be careful.
I know.
Who are their sponsors besides PC Gamer this year? I wonder if is it AMD or none?
So there's your question. There's an answer to your
Hey
question.
everyone,
PC Gaming
welcome to
Show.
the PC Gaming Show 2022. I'm
there you go.
Dayline
So,
Still,
JP was
one
right.
of your hosts, joined again by the amazing Mika Burton.
Hi.
While we may look like elaborate Unreal Engine renders, we are here in the flesh, as is the hardware, bringing you
Steam Deck
the best
on
insights in the world of PC gaming.
Over the next 2 hours, we are going to showcase a metric ton of killer upcoming PC games through world premieres, exclusive interviews, and a few surprises along the way. And you, the folks at home, might even be able to win yourself a fancy computer if you play your cards right.
And now you may remember the last time you saw me on this show, things ended
I got one of those.
Quite literally explosively.
Yeah.
There was a robot who tried to destroy the human race,
I
electrocuted
didn't
me.
imagine that.
I think I died.
Definitely died.
Either way, I'm not really sure it was standard robot.
Bloodborne or I'm riding?
Just
Oh,
might
brother,
feel
you might as well
overbearing
get started
anime
now.
existential crises.
Yeah. Well, actually, what
No,
happened
Frankie?
to
I think
Devbot
Frankie
anyway, wasn't
recently
he
had
supposed
a
to come back
kid.
for this
I
show
think
for
he's
Revenge of the
doing the mom
Devbot?
thing.
Well, he's dead.
Oh.
We melted him down to try to make our own graphics cards since they're still hard to find, and I would say he's in a better place. But I played Cyberpunk 2077, and he's not.
Ooh, that's pretty dark for the start of the show.
Or nostalgic.
Aw.
But none of that matters because the show actually took place in a parallel reality.
All right, so you're telling me there's actually a multiverse?
According to the writers who told me this 5 minutes before we went live, I am saying there's a multiverse.
All right.
We're now apparently on Earth 3, which is not to be confused with E3 because this show is still happening.
Oh, and we are so thrilled to be back
Man,
as
they
a
got
part
a
of the
comedy
show
writer.
full of celebrations
comedy
and
writer.
gaming by putting the spotlight
shit.
on something near and dear to our hearts.
It should have taken it
PC
even
gaming.
further and said,
And so
it's also
without
not
any
Web3
further
because we still
ado,
have money.
It's time for my favorite part.
Rated M for mature.
Funny enough, that's who's sponsoring the show. Is what
I know, right?
You're not a monster. In the beginning, the world was subjugated by chaos.
Go on.
We buy games
Endless
video?
droves
You know
of
this video?
horrors trespassed into the world.
I just heard chaos. And I'm like, okay.
Oh.
And so came.
I did my soundbite, but only I heard it.
Something's coming.
Between death and transcendence, a chimera chooses death.
Show us what you've got!
No idea.
Big head said, show us what you got.
We have a whole new world to forge.
Wow, that's some big wings.
Have mercy on your souls.
Holy fuck.
Dude.
Badass.
This aesthetic is
You're here
killer.
with me. I always will be.
As long as we are together, we're not going down.
They wanted yet another monster.
They shall have one.
Typical, but I gotta remind myself, this is probably not gameplay, like none of it.
Solstice.
You're probably right, but
I mean, that's hype. That was a hype trailer.
Into that trailer, yeah.
All sizzle.
Yeah, very, very good sizzle. Comes out
Hey,
September.
September. Wow.
Is this a wish list now? Oh,
Really
wow.
under the radar.
Wait, they're advertising Xbox and PS5 on the PC Gamer show?
No.
PC Gaming show?
Advertise everything.
Oh, there you go. Register now for early PC demo access. Okay.
Oh, man.
They showed gameplay
Oh, there's
recently and it was
already
shit.
been gameplay.
Ooh, okay, we might take a look at that. Hey, here's Slay. Audio balance, bro. It's not shit, chat's dumb. Okay. You guys find about it, we'll let you know.
They don't starve guys, right?
Yeah? Question mark? Oh, I like that.
It belongs to me, ma. Got a cat of Anna's pet it in blue.
What was that game? Was it
interesting?
Was it Chimera Squad where you had the breach stuff? Is that the XCOM game with breaching? Yeah.
Huh. Built-in saves coming just for Co. Oh. Solstice website just crashed. Yeah.
They got what they wanted.
Understandable. It's exactly. The hug of death. Dude got sucked into a black hole and said, "Oh, come on." He come on.
Whoa. That was cool. He went through the window and came out on the other one. Through a portal. That could be fun.
Yeah.
Huh. What the fuck?
Okay.
You just saw
Never made it
Tactical
past
Breach Wizards, a
regionals.
turn-based
Great.
game of sorcery and SWAT team strategy from the makers of Gunpoint and Heat Signature. My strategy, personally, is very simple. Breach, bang, clear, magic missile, dramatic flourish, abra, cadaver. Get it? Cadaver, dead body.
Is dead.
Next, we have a solution to the age-old problem of
Good one.
not having time to
Should've
read
went with the
and play
TikTok
video games.
meme there.
Just do both
Eyeball.
at the same time, obviously. Star Wars Industries has you covered with their sci-fi thriller inspired by Stanislaw Lem's novel, The Invincible. So here's your first
Watch
look
us not
at
hear
the
about
first
any
ever
games
gameplay
that were on
footage.
that picture thing. And later they're just like, "Oh, I mean, it's about PC games." And they're all PC games. It's fine, right?
Big world premiere.
World premiere.
You. What have you done?
Where are you taking me?
You came here
Wait,
yourself.
you've seen this.
So what are you expecting?
Totally
huh?
seen this.
You've
Yeah, we
set up
have.
a field camp down there. Yes. So I
haven't seen
didn't
gameplay,
expect you
though.
to have a second one here.
Sit here and don't you dare move. What are you doing here?
You're not gonna like this part.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Okay. Love the aesthetic of the
looks
vehicle HUD.
Yeah.
Very retro.
The radiation level is growing rapidly. It's starting to get interesting.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that, Doctor.
A lot of scribbling.
JP, since you're close to the mic, could you order me a number 2 with large size?
Yeah, can I get a number 2? What did you want to drink with it? Diet?
A Dr. Pepper.
With a Dr. You want a large? Hold on.
Yeah.
A large Dr. Pepper, please. Uh-huh. Okay. It'll be 8:34. Let's pull up the next window, yeah.
I located the
expensive, man,
mobile
the science.
antimatter cannon.
Well, we are on Mars.
Another one.
So.
How many
Oh, that's a
others
good
did
point.
they- Is it active?
Dead.
I admire your composure.
Wait, someone's here.
Did you make sure to get the boys' toy, not the
forgot
girls'
it.
toy for the
They're
Happy
dead.
Meal?
So you found someone.
Nice one, Rod.
Fortunately, such unpleasant discoveries are indispensable to the mission.
I didn't let that thought get to me. I was counting on this meeting very much. At worst, it could have been another abandoned place, but not this.
What
But
accent
what
is that?
exactly?
I was just
That's
wondering
a
the
good
same
question.
thing.
Martian? All right.
Oh.
Fair.
No, the
Bel
Expanse.
Bel
It's into the
Caloda?
recorder.
Australians.
Oh, yeah.
Caloda.
You must be in season 3.
What do we have here? Uh-huh. They made their way through with a beam of antimatter.
How subtle. Did you locate this passage?
Hold on, let me put this in my viewfinder.
I'm looking
Okay,
at it
there we
now.
go.
They pierced a hole several meters in diameter and several dozen meters long.
Yasna, do you hear me?
Yes. My head feels like it's bursting from pressure.
Can you continue?
Yes. I'm better now. Actually, there's
looks very
nothing
walking
here that I haven't
simulator-y.
seen before.
Yeah.
There are a lot of metal bushes that were near our camp. The lower parts of the bushes are, how to put it, fruitless.
So they came to pick the fruits.
This robot looks like it has started its task and got stuck.
What task?
This is one of the robots carrying containers with research material. It took the container, but never left that place.
Why do you think it's stuck?
Well, it goes in circles using the same path.
The tags on the Steam
The
page say
robot's
thriller,
gone.
sci-fi, exploration, action, adventure, story rich.
You must have broken his loop.
But I didn't.
A little bit of a walking
Must have
narrative.
done something. Never mind. Follow it.
Fuck! It's getting up!
We got the story written section.
No!
Correct.
Antimat!
Come on, Yasna. Run. Hide.
Whoa. That's cool looking.
Yasna, are you
Damn,
alive?
dude.
Yes, it's fucked up the robot.
I love the design of that.
What's it doing now?
Yeah, same.
Oh, this is where the trailer cuts.
Take care of our people, Novik.
Yeah, man, I'm here for that. That looks really cool.
Man, dude, that looks great.
It's time to take a pit stop at the nearest dungeon to prove that chivalry isn't dead. And if you think I emphasize those words weirdly, you're right. And it'll all make sense momentarily when you see these next
Darkest
four
Dungeon?
games,
Maybe
especially
something?
when you hear from our
Yes, Darkest
friends at
Dungeon.
Tripwire Interactive. Roll that beautiful footage.
You?
It's free to play on Steam now, right?
You don't have what it takes. You'll be back here too scared to try again. Cause the dungeon will turn you into lunch meat. Unless you're way tougher than you look. We got the guns, the turrets, the upgrades. But what you really need is guts and skills. Grab your
Do you
body
have
and say
guts?
your prayers.
No.
Be the first to play. To die.
Oh.
To give your feedback. Do you have what it takes?
Sega.
Oh, here's some more managers from F1. Everyone that was playing the F1 actual racing game at that
Welcome to F1 Manager 2022,
Playdate or whatever that
the
Keeley
ultimate
did, said it was
F1
really
simulation,
fun. But
putting
we
you in
haven't
the
seen any
position of team
gameplay of
principal
that.
at one of the 10 current
At any of
F1
these
teams, battling it out for a chance to be the next world champion. Choose your team and drive every decision that leads to you making your mark on the grid, and hopefully the podium. Winning championships depends on your ability to make the right calls on and off the track. During races, you'll mastermind strategy, plan tyre stints for each driver, and make changes on the fly when necessary. Issue driver callouts, such as instructing them to attack or defend, manage their tyre wear and battery usage, or even to avoid battling a teammate.
Can I
all
just
while
scream at
reacting
my
to
driver?
dynamic events like race incidents and fluctuating weather and track conditions.
This was the pit.
Between
reference
race weekends, you'll control every detail of your team
Day
from your
9 to the
state-of-the-art
7s.
headquarters. Hire best-in-class staff to work across your aerodynamics and engineering teams and put them to the task
Zeke,
to
if
develop
I
your car and prepare new
hit 100
parts
months
for
on your
upcoming
channel,
races.
can I make you play this game for a day?
Optimize your finances to keep the board
Absolutely.
happy, improve and maintain your facilities, and
This is in
scout
the running
talent from
for it.
F2 and F3 to try and ensure future success. They
That
say
or
knowledge is
snow
power,
run.
and keeping a close
You-
eye on a
you made a
plethora
mention
of
that was
realistic
boring.
data will help give you the edge. From the finer details of how car parts affect overall performance, to a track's expected grip level, to the condition of your wind tunnel, how you analyze the data and choose to spend your resources will make or break your progress. You'll find depth and detail in abundance, even down to real-world team radio messages between drivers and engineers, and race commentary from David Croft and Karun Chandok. While broadcast-style presentation showcases 2022's striking new car design
Make 'em
with
play League
real
of
trackside
Legends.
and onboard camera angles.
That is an interesting
Sleek
do it.
management
idea.
menus
I would
and
re-
intuitive
I would
controls
request
will
that
drive
you,
an immersive
like,
F1 fantasy
coach
home
me.
as you
That
plan
sounds
and execute
not
the perfect strategy
about-
in F1 Manager 2022.
New game.
Pre-order
You don't
the
have to
digital
coach
version
me. I'm
now
just
for
saying I would
early
request
access
it, but I'll
August
still play
25th.
it. Yeah, any game that's allowed on Twitch, I will play.
For a whole day.
You're close to 100, right, Coat?
Oh god, no.
I think
I'm
I'm
Everyone,
at
after
96
1 year
or
of Chivalry 2,
97.
we've more than doubled the size of the game, and now we're excited to bring even more knights onto the battlefield. Because today, right now, Chivalry 2 is out
How
on
do you spell your
Steam
channel
with
again, Zeke? I
crossplay
haven't been there
between
in so
all
long.
platforms. This is our biggest update to the game yet, and it brings players
Let's go
to
to
an all-new
Z3.tv.
desert theater of war,
That's
and
the
best of
easiest.
all, brings us horses into Chivalry 2 in
Oh.
mounted combat.
Horses.
We want to thank our community for making the
That
game the
sounds
success that
OP.
it's been so far, and if you haven't played it yet, now is the best time to check out Chivalry 2. Take a look at our new trailer that
5
shows
more
off
months.
the new update and its Nosian
5
invasion.
more months.
Okay. Go
Only one or
This
two people have
rebellion
done it
Released
so
on
far, but
Steam
also
today.
the
Didn't go
co-op
free to
game
play.
too. One.
The
Yeah.
Co-op
Agapians
versus.
lead to their stronghold in the north. This
So do horses
land
get you back into this
is
game?
mine.
I mean, I always
Now
play that game for
Kenosha
fun.
rises
Like it's not.
from the south.
If I've got something else I'd rather play, then that always takes precedence, really. Like Chivalry's just dumb fun. It's always a good time.
Adults back into the
It's just dumb
desert.
fun.
But what about Agatha?
Oh, 4 Agatha.
Their forces will crash and
Also,
break
ah.
against the bulwark. If the wall falls, we must retaliate. Ready the ships! Long has Kenosha remained safe from my fury. No
He's more Wilhelm.
They dare to strike out at us. Their city will fall.
The level
Their
looks really
people will bleed. Their knowledge will burn. My reign.
This looks like dumb, like so dumb fun. That describes Chivalry perfectly. It is just dumb fun.
That's
Hi everyone, I'm Phil from Sweet Bandits, live
Speaking
from
of
Quebec
100-month
City.
games, that
Really
was
glad to be
someone
here
else's
today for the
choice,
PC Gaming
earlier.
Show. We'll be showing
Oh,
the
yeah.
first trailer for our game.
I
this
split it up
evening.
into 2 days
It's
because
a multiplayer
8 hours of
competitive
Chivalry
spy
is a
game
lot.
where
So
you
I
get
did
to
4
use
and
social
4.
stealth,
Sure.
high-tech gadgets, and powerful spy abilities to try and get the upper hand. We've had the chance of working with Tripwire Presents on the project, so this is only the beginning. Please follow us on social media at Play This Evening to learn more. We'll be releasing the game in early 2023 on PC, Xbox Series S, and X, and PS5. Thank you so much, and let's enjoy the trailer.
Barry just tweeted,
Good afternoon,
I'm in a
agents.
pelican.
Your mission is simple. Infiltrate the frozen coral underwater hotel and retrieve the blueprint of
He's
a
just
powerful
sitting in an
weapon.
airport in a
As you
fucking
know, the
pelican while,
Sea
like,
Inc.'s
there's
company
normal
policy is to deploy multiple agents to ensure the mission's success. But only one will get the paycheck. Do whatever it takes, Agent, and be careful out there.
Try your best. Let's see if it's enough. Booyah! Ka-ching! Oh, come on. They can't be this fast.
And they thought it was secure. In the end, I am victorious.
They're really not gonna make it easy for me. Gotcha.
Is that it?
Right on target. Outskilled and outgunned.
It can't end like this.
We murdering? I think we murdering.
Target acquired. Moving to rendezvous point. All done. Really?
Mission complete.
Let me ask you something. Do you ever have a reoccurring dream that you really wish would come true? I mean, mine personally involves a flight of unicorns and a Valkyrie army on Pegasuses, but yours may be different. But, somehow I doubt it. This year, we've partnered with the PC builders at iBuyPower to bring a very different dream to life.
Oh, dude.
My dream PC room.
What'd they say?
Unfortunately, there's
just
bad
with
news
a
for me.
wall
I
of
don't get to keep
nopers.
it. But very good news for one of you. We're going to be giving the entire contents of this room away to a lucky winner watching the show. So let's dive in and see what's up for grabs. The beating heart of any PC gaming dream room is, of course, the rig, so let's start there. As you can see, the mad geniuses at iBuyPower have built an absolute doozy. The first thing you'll notice is that Height Y60 case with its wraparound tempered glass
You have
panels.
that case, Co?
This thing is built from the ground up to display the sickest PC tech you can squeeze into a desktop machine. And
they sent me
let's
one of
face
these,
it, if you've managed to
months
back
ago.
a serious
An
graphics
unboxing
card in
video
these
might-
dry,
it's a really slick
times,
case.
you owe it to the silicon
The
guys to show
card
it off
actually has a riser
okay,
on it.
the case and lighting
So
looks
if you
dope,
look at
but
how
for
the
this to be a
graphic
true
card
dream
is,
PC,
it's
we
on
need
the
more
same
than just
plane as
state-of-the-art
the
trim.
motherboard. See
Luckily,
that?
the substance
So
matches the
it has
style.
like an
So
external
let's check out
riser
the
that then
guts
goes
of our
into the
dream
motherboard,
PC.
and then the
And
card goes
trust
on that
me,
so it doesn't
there's
hang off the
plenty of
motherboard.
power crammed in. The big
Cool.
question, though,
Oh, wow.
is what pixel pusher iBuyPower has used, and you won't be disappointed with an overclocked RTX 3090 from Gigabyte, right? This 24GB monster of a GPU packs the cooling to stay chill and the power to smash through any game you throw at it. The graphics card is the rig's MVP, but any superstar needs some dope backup. And the
Is iBuyPower
fastest
one of my
gaming
sponsors?
CPU
It is.
around, the Intel
sponsored by
5.5 GHz Core i9 12900KS with
the second time,
32 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM and 2 terabytes of seriously fast SSD storage, both from ADATA, makes up the perfect support team. Whew, that is a whole lot of PC. But Mika, you may greedily wonder, what about the peripherals? Well, animal lovers, we got you covered, because the Height Eclipse wireless headset comes in plush vegan leather trim with a 30-hour battery
love me
life
some
and
vegan
competition
leather.
grade 2.4 gigahertz
They don't say
connection.
pleather anymore,
And you noisy
or-
typers are going to love the clicky-clacky mechanical
It
keyboard that
doesn't,
comes with it.
Doesn't
I'm
resonate
sorry,
well
what
with the
was
Twitter
that?
audience.
RGB? Well,
Oh,
of
yeah.
course! The keyboard and mouse both light up like Atlantic City
Relayer,
on
that was
Saturday
definitely
night.
not this PC.
And yeah, you can turn it off, so you
That was
can
years
actually get
ago,
some
Relayer.
sleep.
What are you even talking
You
about?
can find out more about this gear feature today over at iBuyPower.com, but I know what you really want to know. The info on how to win this beastly setup. So here are the details.
Thanks, Mika. Yes, folks, it couldn't be easier to enter our Dream PC giveaway. For your chance, just head over to pcgamer.com/dreampc and follow the simple
How long is the
instructions.
showcase?
There, you'll find a
Didn't they- I
complete
think
breakdown
Day9
of the
said
prize,
2 hours?
which, don't worry, also comes with some very
Start of the
swish
show?
monitors as well as the eligibility rules. Good luck, gamers.
That is right. Just head over to pcgamer.com/dreampc
Form's not working?
for your chance
I have
to win.
no idea.
But for now, let's get
I'm
back
not
to
affiliated
the
with this in any way.
From Kepler
Cool,
Interactive
please,
and
why is the
A44
website
Games
down?
comes
Can
Flintlock.
I'm sorry.
Spin up
That
the
is-
site,
An action
please?
RPG
We'd like
from the
to
team behind Ashen,
My fault.
where
Enter
gods
into the
and
giveaway.
guns collide.
Keep us updated on when that site comes up, Co.
I will.
When the gods first emerged from the great
Oh, it's
below,
this game again.
we saw them as saviors. Instead, they unleashed a pestilence on our world. No one yet knows if you can kill a god. I, for one, intend to find out.
Was this Flintlock? I think is the name. Now with more bitrate. We're getting like skills and stuff. Is that the original trailer?
I don't remember. I know the slamming down from the top was. Oh, it wasn't Jet Set. Oh, wait. Take the slide.
Oh, right. It's mine.
All these people in chat are pinging me. Oh, the giveaway's for US only.
Look,
Okay.
Ko hates Europe, guys. I mean, I don't know how to tell you this.
I'm not even.
He's really against China, though. So don't even hope to ever get it out delivered to you.
Oh my god.
Also, for
Hey,
anyone
PC
wondering,
Gaming
I am
Show.
joking.
I'm Derek Bradley, the CEO of
Those are
A4
nothing
to do with
and
this
creative
giveaway.
director of Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn. Flintlock is set in a world ruled by old gods, and so as humanity, you now have the power of black powder and bombs and Flintlock rifles to
I
finally
see. Sorry
overthrow
for
the
being
gods
EU
and
co,
take the
Sag.
world back.
All right, dude.
You'll play as Nor, a Blackstream sapper, one of the elite explosives experts of the Coalition forces. Nor herself has a personal vendetta against the gods and will stop at nothing to get her revenge. But you won't be going it alone. Where Nor brings firepower, her fox-like companion Enki brings magic to the battlefield. You will have to master a combination of axe combat and gunplay,
Yeah, I guess you
while
could
your
play as
companion
my
Enki
mod.
uses his magical powers to disrupt enemies. We can't wait to show you more of Flintlock
Congratulations,
before it's
Nor,
released
you've
next year.
now been immortalized
Head
in a
over to
video
our
game.
socials for more info, and don't forget to wishlist now on Steam.
I
and
also
Epic
have
Store.
an
Have a great
mod.
show.
I hope it's good.
Coming up next, a mysterious new sci-fi game from 11-Bit Studios,
Thanks,
the
buddy.
creators of This War of Mine. Hear all about it in our exclusive interview. We'll also show you what's next for Outriders from Square Enix and People Can Fly. Plus, if you look back on high school and think, you know, those 4 years would have been better if I was fighting literal demons, you're definitely going to want to study up on our next world-exclusive independent game inspired by the Persona series. Chug your health potions now because there
World
is so much more
exclusive.
PC gaming show coming your way.
Not yet.
Before
not
we
yet.
go, the folks at Compass Data Centers
Really
have
not
an
gonna say,
excellent recipe.
nothing yet
How
has-
much higher is 5G's data capacity compared to
Nothing
current
yet has
4G
been involved
networks?
with the
Scan
stuff
this
they
QR
showed.
code and answer the question for a chance to win 500
Weird.
bucks worth of stuff from Razer, or visit gaming.compassdatacenters.com. Okay, now back to the PC gaming show.
Obviously 1G.
Ready to game the system?
Oh.
Meet man.
You lied. This
You
is
slay.
a debit card.
You achieve. You win. So
would
should
you
your
do
bank
it?
account. Because your power shouldn't stop when the game does. Mana is the best gaming rewards debit card where you can earn perks and points by paying and playing and get rewarded with the things you actually want. Like that skin you can't wait to show off. Or your next gear upgrade.
Yeah, this has
So
honestly
why
been
pay
probably
any
the most
other way?
ad-heavy
Pay
conference
with
so
mana.
far.
Pay with power.
Yeah.
Mana. Game the
unfortunate.
system.
They've always
So
had
I
like
know
a
what you're
title
thinking,
sponsor
and
in
the
past,
answer is
like
yes.
AMD or
It's time to
Intel,
talk
but-
about The Alters, the brand new game from 11-Bit Studios.
Guess they had to go
The Warsaw-based
multi-sponsor.
studio made us cry in this war of mine, make difficult choices in the face of climate apocalypse in Frostpunk, and battle encroaching corruption in Children of Morta. The Alters sends us to the deepest, darkest reaches of space in a survival story that is guaranteed to give you an existential crisis in a good way. This is a really big moment for this year's show. I can't wait. Let's take a look.
We haven't seen anything about this yet, have we?
I don't think so.
Yeah, dude. Cool. Okay.
World premiere. Wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, this is The Alters.
Oh, dude, there was this really old game called Bio something that started similar to this.
that like The Sims, or is that a language?
I don't know. Is it gonna be him? Yep.
Oh, it's Polish. Okay.
Oh God, they're all him. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, inspired by Moon. No, JP, they aren't all him. Not all white guys look the same, okay, bud?
Actually, Zeke, we do. What the fuck? Okay.
I will add to wish list.
Yeah, that's a cool premise.
I will absolutely add that to my wish list. Thank you. Altars?
There's a lamb, a sheep, some creature.
Joining us now to talk about what we just saw all the way from Poland is Tomasz Kasilewicz of 11-Bit Studios. Welcome to the PC Gaming Show, and thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Hello.
Okay, there is a lot to unpack there. We got clones, we got this huge wheel. Tell us, what did we just see?
Well, first of all, these guys were not exactly the clones. We saw Jan, our main character, who's traveling with a group of the alters, who are the alternative versions of the same person. And they are going through this distant alien planet in their mobile base, which was the wheel you saw at the end.
So what's the player's goal as they're progressing through the story?
So you are a space builder stranded on this distant planet, and your goal is to survive and find a way back home. But the thing is, in order to do so, you need to create those alters, as each one of them have different set of skills and character traits. So these are things necessary for your survival and finding a way back home.
So from the trailer, tonally, this could be a horror, a thriller, a mystery. What should players expect?
Actually, there are bits of everything you mentioned. Like, there is this mystery as we're looking deep into the soul of the character, but what you find there can also be pretty scary. So there are those beats of psychological horror and drama. But then on top of it, we have this quite thick layer of surreality. I mean, how surreal would it be to one day, you know, wake up next to a little different alternative version of your very self?
Now, there's a quote that you shared with me earlier.
Question I want to ask.
Cannot remake himself without suffering, for he is both the marble and the sculptor.
Would you get along with your
How
clone?
does this quote relate to the story?
After this is done.
So this quote, it relates directly to the main theme of our game. We as people, we are shaping ourselves every single day with every single decision that we are making. This process, the whole process of becoming who we are, it can be quite painful at times. But in our game, Jan, the main character, he has this unique possibility of not only shaping himself, but also reshaping himself numerous times with every single altar that he is creating.
Do you see this as more of a classic sci-fi story, something like a Ray Bradbury work, or is it something more contemporary?
Well, it is very classic sci-fi in a way that we are taking a relatable topic and we are using the sci-fi theme, we are using the sci-fi setting to look at it through the magnifying lenses. But then when we're choosing the tools, this is a very contemporary game and we're taking advantage of what video games are as a medium. So we're using tools like systematic design and non-linearity in order to put the players in the middle of the experience and in the end allow them to create their own stories inside the game.
I wanted to ask a little bit about the relationship of your previous titles to the alters, whether there's any narrative or themes or even just influence that those games had on this one.
Well, the alters is purely 100% our game, 11-Bit Studios game, and it's created in line with our meaningful entertainment philosophy. So it's a game we hope that it will make you think even after you stop playing it. this war of mine was this first huge milestone. It paved the way for all the future titles. And with Frostpunk, it was taken to another level with this strong focus on the emergent narrative. And now with the Altars, we want to follow that path, but we also really want to push the boundaries even further and expand on how we approach meaningful topics inside the design of our games.
Thanks so much again to Tomasz and the whole team at 11-Bit
Love
Studios
to
for
have seen
joining
some
us this
gameplay.
year. And while I try to
Wonder
find
what
enough
that kind of game
Rapidium to
is.
make it through day
Yeah.
1 to 8, let's head on over to Mika Burton and keep things rolling like a massive space station.
Thanks, Day9. Honestly, I need to look into getting myself cloned so I can make time to play
Zeke, to
all
answer
of
your
these
question,
awesome
probably
games
not.
we've seen so far. But I'm also like legitimately worried about having to
Don't think
eventually
so?
fight
What
my
about you,
clone
Ko?
in
Would you get along with your clone?
hand-to-hand combat when they steal
Would you
my
be
life,
buddies?
making me wonder if I was the clone all along. Is it really worth it? For video games?
I don't know,
Yeah,
to be
no, it's
honest.
totally worth it for video games.
Probably-
Anyway, that's a problem for future Mika.
Maybe.
Present Mika is much more
I
interesting.
think I do
Probably
alright
join
with my-
forces
You all
and
have been
take
saying
over
about the
portions
show
of the world.
so
I think.
far, so keep letting us know
Yeah,
your
I'd probably
thoughts by
convince
using
them that it's
hashtag
Highlander
PC Gaming
and
Show
fight.
on all platforms. Now let's get back to the
Oh, that's
real
true. If we
reason
eat
we're
your
playing
heart,
video
that's
games.
exactly what you would do.
Power.
Video games.
Yeah, that's a good. I didn't consider that. Yeah, I'd probably kill him and eat his heart, absorb his power.
Yeah, this is the third time we've seen Outriders. They're definitely getting their marketing done.
They're all over the place, man.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Potion
Oh,
seller.
yeah, the potion. Yeah.
Oh yeah, potion seller. Lorp.
Did you ever play this, Z?
Dub live.
Sure. When Tiny Build lets you open your own medieval potion shop, you get hailed as a master alchemist. But when I do it, I get a sternly worded letter from my landlord about how my cauldron violates our lease agreement. Whatever, it's his loss. But more importantly, folks, we promise you the maximum amount of games.
Did he say
humanly
why he has
possible,
AirPods in?
And we aim to deliver quite literally.
Nope.
What? 7 million players. huh?
7 million players? Wait, what?
Everyone in chat saying this game's great.
What
They're
is
doing
this
season
game?
4.
Animal Super Animal Royale? I've never heard of that game. What in the hell is this?
Oh, wow. I think that was gameplay.
If you take what's mine, I'ma take it back. On the highway of life, one day we all crash. It's not where you're going, the question's how fast.
Oh, no, that's okay. That's
It was not gameplay.
It looked really good. Phil.
Dang it.
It's Goron! It's Goro!
Demo now. Wish list. Cool.
I mean, that looks pretty cool, but like, play fights in tight spaces, guys. It's a fucking cool game. It has a killer soundtrack as well. So
before your
play that.
eyes lies the Celestial Islands, a world of peace above the clouds, protected by 4 great houses.
A lot of cards. Zeke is a card guy. What are you thinking about this?
I'll have to do a deeper dive. It's hard to show like the mechanics of a card game in like 5 or 10 seconds or whatever.
We must reach out to explore the unknown.
See how deep it goes.
Experts
You know.
presently probing the deep sea in a struggle against the yoke of overregulation. These security and defense innovations allow you to shrink any problem down to
code
size.
during the voiceover?
We surge forward, obliterating the enemies of progress, but we refuse to let these secrets go to our heads. We are the future. We are Ozine.
And now it's time to give you an exclusive briefing on what's next for one of PC gaming's titans of modding, simulation, and scale, Arma 4. Last month, developer Bohemia Interactive kicked things off by releasing Arma Reforger on Steam in early access. This playable prototype will be a foundation for Arma 4. And with it playable on Steam now, we have a ton of questions about the future of Arma. I mean, after all, this is the series that helped birth the survival genre through DayZ. Oh, and also this other little niche genre you may have heard of called Battle Royale. To help us peer into the future for this project, we've got none other than Bohemia Interactive. Thank you so much for joining us. So as of right now, Arma Reforger has been out for about a month. What is it that you've been learning or seeing from players?
At first, we've learned that players like Reforger a lot and they appreciate the work we've put into it. We also realized they like modding a lot and they really view this as a key quality of our games. And we were very pleased by the reactions of both our community and the new players who immediately started flooding internet with videos, playthroughs and praise of our new technology. So we are very glad that the reception was so good.
So there's no doubt players who have been longtime fans of the franchise stepping into Arma Reforger, and I'm curious, what were some of the big challenges of rebuilding that specific Arma feel from the ground up in this brand new engine?
Well, it's a very tricky subject because even internally it's an ongoing kind of fight. So
Look, his shirt is
I'm
great.
myself
Shit
very much
happens
on the
every
very
day.
purist side of things. So no HUD, no save games, no
Arma
superficial
4 not on
helpers,
Steam?
and this fight can get
I
very
have no idea.
intense even
Play it. I think
in-house.
it's on
So
Steam.
I'm the
Arma
real
Reforger.
Arma purist, and I'm on this for 25 years now, so I will keep fighting, but obviously this is part of the fun. So there's always never-ending battle. I think 2 years ago we really struggled to keep it Arma and even internally preserve our own standards. So do it our own way rather than replicating what's maybe normal in other games, because our goal is not to make the same game as all other games. So our goal is to remain unique.
I'm curious if you can speak to what the main goals of Reforger is, because it's a little unusual compared to other releases. I mean, for instance, how much content should a player expect if, say, they've been playing Arma 3 for years?
Our goals were, of course, to restart the series from technological standpoint, really make room for some new achievements, utilize the technology which is state of the art, both in terms of how it looks like, how it's controlled, how it can be modded.
It's important to understand it may look as a kind of normal game on the surface, but there's a big system behind it. So just the tool suite is a massive tool suite, never tested by a large public. So it's a premiere of a tool suite. And these tools are being built for nearly 5 years now. So we really need users to start using them to keep improving and continue building it.
Sorry to interrupt, but we have one quick question from the Arma fans. Has Russia's invasion of Ukraine impacted your approach to Arma 4 and Arma Reforger, a game that depicts the Cold War?
Wow.
Well, yes, because it's extremely close to us. We even live in a way very nearby, so definitely. On the other hand, we started work on this many years ago, so the direction was set before. But we always approach conflicts and armed conflicts with a great level of respect. We're still at the beginning, but we definitely would like to continue in our exploring this serious theme.
Arma, as I see it, has always been a bit more of a anti-war game. It's an entertainment product. That's fair thing to admit. On the other hand, given the topic, given our, let's say, maturity and long time we've spent on it, and our ambition to portray it as a whole very complex and gritty thing, I would like us to contribute by not just entertaining people, but also educating them on the subject. This was the whole point of starting the cooperation with the International Committee of the Red Cross, and I believe we have great potential, big responsibility in this area, and a very important chance to contribute at least a little bit to the good side of things.
This would not be an interview about Arma unless we were asking about modding. I mean, so many amazing games and genres came from Arma mods, so I gotta know what's possible in Reforger that wasn't possible in the past.
Now with this technology, it's possible to create entirely different things, like entirely different games. It has so many variables, but the beauty now is that much more of it is user accessible, unlike the previous games. So people can easily digest how this is constructed in our Workbench tools. So unlike previously where it was more hard-coded in the C++ engine, so now they can check the data of every single element of the game and go much, much deeper than in previous games. So this will be super exciting.
Now, I wanted to ask a little bit about performance, because anyone who's played Arma knows that it can get really challenging to get a good frame rate in those massive multiplayer matches. So I'm curious, what expectations should players have about performance leading into Arma 4?
Arma 3 was built on foundations laid down in times of single core and no GPUs basically, so this time much more computations and intensive rendering things can be done directly on GPU, but it required completely a new approach.
Again, we are in the beginning and we know that there are problems, there are difficulties, but we are solving them one by one. We are really gathering community feedback, and even our own definitely feedback, so we are moving things forward. And yeah, it's about optimization. It's not that much about FPS, but also for like network traffic, for instance. When you have this massive multiplayer game, it's a huge challenge. Server performance, of course, and all the technical things. So we are moving forward.
Thank you so much again, Bohemia Interactive, for giving us the inside scoop on both Arma Reforger and Arma 4. Now, you don't go anywhere, because here is what's around the corner.
Just around the corner in the PC gaming show, prepare to experience terror ranging from the subaqueous to the subconscious with the latest from Shiro Games. Hold on to your butts, because front-end development spared no expense on the new Jurassic World Evolution 2 expansion, and get your crowbars ready for Half-Life Alyx Levitation, a special project from some very talented modders. Oh modders, what would PC gaming be without you? While we're here, quick geography question. Which parts of the world use the most bandwidth for gaming?
We're not going to see
this
anything
question for the
from
folks
that
at Compass Data
screenshot.
Centers, and it could win you a $500
really
Razer
strange.
gift card.
I
Scan the QR code
don't like
on
how
the
they
screen
did
to
that at
enter.
all, to be honest.
Last year, Shiro Games debuted War Tales at the PC Gaming Show, but the publisher has a lot more than its medieval sandbox RPG
I feel like they
on
bait
the
and switched
way.
us a little bit.
Up next, we'll hear what's up with Shiro's slate of projects.
What city do you think uses
stick
the
around
most
for the
bandwidth?
debut of
Probably
two
Seoul, South
completely
Korea.
new games,
Seoul's a good
Decarnation
guess, yeah.
and Abyssals.
Yeah. Tokyo.
Hey everyone, thank you very much for the invitation, Mika. I'm James, and I can't wait to show you everything that we've got prepared for you today. So it's been a crazy couple of months for everyone here at Shiro Games, with Dune Spice Wars marking the most successful release in the history of the company, and it's entirely thanks to all of you.
Definitely not the.
But today, let's look at Dune
anywhere
Spice
in the
Wars multiplayer mode. Up to 4 players can go head-to-head in free-for-all, 2v2, all work together in co-op against AI opponents.
Dune?
We're introducing new synergy systems between factions that will open a vast number of strategies to help you crush your opponents. Multiplayer will be available in Doom Spice Wars very soon.
Someone significant in the
after 5 years and nearly 3 million units
game
sold,
community
Northgard's story finally
quote tweeted all the
continues.
announcents about Persona
In a
4.
new chapter set shortly after
3,
the
4,
events of the
5,
first campaign,
2 hours
Ragnarok
ago
has
said, I will
decimated
eat
the
my own
lands of
ass if this
Northgard.
is true, and now it's just getting constantly
Long-standing alliances have been broken.
like dinner's ready.
Violence and betrayal now plague the continent.
Hell.
Oh, man.
This is awkward.
Forced to depart what they once called home, our heroes arrive on unknown shores and find themselves confronted by
He said
unfamiliar
he'll eat his own
faces
ass
in a
if
dangerous new
Persona
realm.
comes to PC.
Yeah, if what was announced was
This
true,
Northgard
because it
expansion
wasn't
arrives
announced
this
yet. It was a
winter.
rumor.
Oh, okay.
And for all of our War Tales players out there, Cooperative is finally coming to our open world tactical RPG. You share food, gold, and camp with your friends. But you can split up to cover more grounds. Before every fight, devise the perfect strategy to overcome any threats that may stand in your way. But be careful in your approach, as one wrong move may lead to your group's demise. The co-op update will allow you to play between 2 to 4 players, and it will be available this summer. So a few months ago, we announced Shiro Unlimited, a new publishing label created by indies for indies, and we are very proud to announce 2 new titles coming from the Shiro Unlimited family.
What does Shiro mean, and why is it unlimited? I don't know.
It seemed like our last chance to start again, to escape Earth's devastation.
We used our limited resources to lay the foundations of a new
If you're
life
looking
deep
for
below
me,
the waves of this
check
strange
under
new
the
planet.
sea. That is where you'll find
But soon,
me underneath the sea.
we realized it was not the dream world we had hoped for.
When faced against the darkness of the abyss, we found ourselves helpless.
Jesse
Lost.
Cox can never play this game. Oh, God.
Isolated.
Stay away from Pod 6. Pod 6 is jerks.
This looks really comfy.
It's like I'd play it on my Nintendo. Wait, Super Nintendo.
Wow, that is some
Ah.
art.
Thank you very much
Looks
for staying
great.
with us, everyone. We hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Decarnation. That's the first one I've wish listed, I think, from this. Or maybe the second.
You just saw why you were
looks pretty
exactly right to be afraid of the ocean in Abyssals. And you confronted your inner demons in the retro dream horror of Decarnation. Next up, how do you rebuild a city in a world set after the collapse of civilization? Let's find out how by taking a look at I Am Future from Tiny Build.
Oh, it's Ariel's friend. What's his name again? They call it a dingle hopper.
Warning.
Scuttle.
Hibernation aborted. Your total hibernation time was 6 years, 6 months, 5 days. Welcome to Eden.
Oh, yeah.
Your new home.
I have no idea where the hell I am. But damn, this place is gorgeous.
fuck? All right. Well, sucks for that seagull.
Don't eat the worm.
I guess.
Our forefathers conquered Caldaria and bestowed it upon us, a new generation, to share or spar over.
Our great houses seek to obtain the Emperor's favor, cultivating our lands and subjects to improve and enrich the realm, beginning with ourselves, of course.
Prominence can be secured through strength as well as delicacy.
Will you be able to build your legacy of power?
Join the great houses of Caldaria.
Sounds like it's
And
part
now
of a
for
franchise
these
I've
next
never heard
trailers.
of.
It's true. They do move in herds. That was so much. The thought process
That's
is
beautiful.
simple. God creates dinosaurs, God destroys dinosaurs, man destroys God. Man creates video games to play with dinosaurs. But just be warned that one of these trailers might come as a bit of a shock to the system.
Oh, okay. Well, system shock coming up.
Or just an electric fence update.
Could be electric fence update.
I don't know what to think anymore. Been misled.
I mean, we knew that System Shock was getting a reboot or reimagining, whatever.
Yeah. We've seen gameplay.
System
of it.
Shock. System Shock 2 is getting remastered. System Shock 1 is being remade by Night Dive, and System Shock 3 I think got canceled. We don't know what's going on with System Shock 3.
PC gamer.
Not doing so hot.
We don't have a
Here we go.
date for the remakes, right?
Interfacing with
It's maybe System Shock 1.
computers for their own entertainment. The very notion disgusts me.
Look upon my works, foul creatures.
And weep at its magnificence. It is a beautiful day on Citadel Station.
It's the Night Dive.
Is on the verge of a
Can't wait to
new
play this game.
era.
I've been
Actually,
waiting
looks
to
phenomenal.
play System Shock for the first time. Because I knew
Are we
this was
effing?
Look at you,
Are we
hacker.
effing?
A pathetic creature
I'm not F.
of
Are
meat
you F'd on your
and
channel?
blood. How can you challenge
seeing a lot of Fs.
a perfect, immortal machine?
Oh lord.
You are an
No F at all, tiny Fs?
You
Maybe they're saying
are
because Shodan
nothing.
is destroying everything.
I create.
Chat saying F's. Twitch is going down? Is this a Twitch thing or a me thing?
I fuse flesh and steel into perfection.
I think it's a Twitch
My
thing.
children,
Because lyrics effing.
their
See
blood
if XP
is
sees
on
that.
your hands. You will
I
suffer
cannot
for
wait
your
for this.
transgressions. These are my avenging angels, and they will have retribution.
Yeah,
What
Barry's
an
saying it's
incredible
Twitch effing.
and frankly horrifying trailer. Developed by Night Dive Studio, System Shock is the return of a beloved, acclaimed sci-fi
We have a
saga.
date for this would be
Today,
great.
to take us even further inside the world of System Shock, I am thrilled to welcome the one and only Warren Spector. Thanks so much for
That's
joining
what I
us,
was
Warren.
waiting for.
Hey, thanks for having me. This is going to be fun.
In terms of trying to translate the experience of a game from 1994,
legend.
3 decades later to now, what doesn't carry over well?
The first thing is the graphics, obviously. We did the best we could, but it was pretty primitive back then. And the other one is the user interface. If you look at when the game opened, the original, a help screen that came up, and it filled the entire screen with text. It's just a thing. I don't know how the guys at Night Dive did it. It's amazing. But frankly, as I think back on it, the game actually holds up pretty well. I'm excited to see it come back.
just wondering if you think many modern gamers are aware of the impact that System Shock has had in terms of gameplay systems, in terms of narrative structure, on so many games that came after it.
I'm not sure people see the influence, which is a little unfortunate. But I think the rest of the world is going to get the chance now to experience it. And I think they'll see not just that they're having fun playing this game, but also see that other games followed in its footsteps.
Nowadays, we walk around with computers in our pockets. We're worried about the evil of algorithms. How do you think about a character like Shodan in 2022?
Shodan seems far too close to reality to me right now.
Yeah, Julia, I have no idea.
Let's just hope that
whenever
she
Twitch
show up
F's
as
really weird
nasty
things
a
happen
form
to the
as
viewer
she
count.
did back in 1994.
Well, Warren, I wanted to thank you so much for joining us. And I want to let you know I cannot wait to return back to that world I played and enjoyed so much as a kid. Cheers.
Yeah, I can't wait to return to that world. I forgot
Right?
that basically the
Right?
fans know way more about the game than I do now, so it'll be a new experience for me too.
Thank you so much again, Warren Spector, for joining us to talk all things System Shock. I personally can't wait for the game to come out, though. It might completely ruin my sleep schedule, but before I spiral further, here are some more games to cram into your eyeballs.
Did anybody else have trouble paying attention because you were trying to figure out what the shit was behind him on the shelf?
Oh, no, I did that earlier on the show. What were we saying, Co?
That the rise of Titan
Didn't say release date, did it?
without
I don't think
misery
so.
or bloodshed. We seek nothing from the solar system.
Oh, you're saying
but the
behind
lasting
Warren,
amity of
not
reason
Sean. See,
and justice.
I got you. One of them was a blurred out
No
Mickey
war,
Mouse.
under any pretext, would
is
bring
this?
ruin to the great works of mankind. Any victory achieved through
This is
that
Starfield.
latest expression of human unreason would be as devastating as defeat. We have but a singular purpose: to establish peace and security for all mankind.
War between Mars and Titan devastated our solar system. Lead the survivors to Demarat, where you will continue Falling Frontiers storyline campaign in orbit of an alien star.
Looked really good. What I saw, not much that else, but like it looked pretty good.
Thanks, Scoob.
All right, gamers, good work. You've made it here to a site of grace, or a bonfire, or a sculptor's idol, or a lamp. Make sure you're staying hydrated, replenish your potions, and most importantly, keep letting us know what games you're excited about using hashtag PC Gaming Show. I mean, personally, I can't wait to play The Altars.
Or just talk shit, which
Now,
is
we're all
probably
rested
what
up,
90% of you
feeling
are
good.
gonna do.
It's time to enjoy a
True.
slice of that lovely cyberpunk life, courtesy of Nivalis, and experience the investigative horror of immortality. The latest from the mind of Sam Barlow.
World premiere.
I believe we have a short clip here. Do you want to tell us what we're about to see?
Well, I don't want to spoil things
Wait, they
too
called
much.
this the world premiere?
Oh yeah, dude, this one. Excited for this one, dude.
Seen this.
New footage, I'm guessing.
They'll just put world premiere on anything these days. I mean, geez.
Oh,
Does this work as a confession?
world premiere gameplay, maybe.
Yeah.
This.
Word.
Not yet.
Why did that guy have blood on his?
You got bobatized. I made that joke last time.
Now it's worth.
Oh.
Yeah, you were. I think you were looking at chat when that popped up on screen.
Maybe so.
They gave him the old dick
twist. Yes.
It's one of my favorite fucking videos.
Yep, this is her story and telling lies, devs. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the same game.
Yeah, you're correct.
Take a break.
Okay.
You should take a break. No, no.
Hey, boss. Time to wake up. We got customers waiting. What do you mean you don't know where to start? Let's clean this place up. Move some chairs and tables around. We can make this place
Are you
shine
building like
again.
a cyberpunk bar?
If the weather gets bad, we can grow some veg in the greenhouse. Once we start making real money, well, then you can rent that fancy new apartment in Midtown.
Huh.
So make friends.
Well, I played
make
Cloud
enemies.
Punk.
If customers are rude, just turn
This
on the old
isn't it.
charm. Or water
I
down
don't
their drinks. I'm not your conscience. This is a world to explore, to make stories.
They've got fishing.
Your story.
Cyberpunk fishing.
You ever look up at the clouds and wonder what's up there?
No, that's a different
Well, if you dream big enough, maybe you'll find out. Maybe we all will. Welcome to Nivalis.
That might be cool.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Marco. And I'm Roman. At Ironlands, we are big fans of cyberpunk fiction and games. But we have our own ideas of what a cyberpunk world can be. This is a game in which you manage
give it a
your
wish list.
restaurant, bar, or nightclub, take care of your staff, make deals, farm, and experience the stories of the people you meet.
Or maybe you just want to take the day off and go fishing at the docks instead.
Wait a
Nivalis
minute,
primarily
Corpsec,
uses
I do.
voxel art for the environments. We spend lots of time creating a
How do I know
unique
Corpsec?
atmosphere with high levels of detail and dynamic elements.
We are excited about the cyberpunk world we're making, and we can't wait to see the choices you'll make and how you'll choose to live your life when you come visit us in Nivalis. You can wishlist Nivalis now on Steam and the Epic Game Store.
Mana is the gaming rewards debit card that puts the power back in the hands
Debit
of players.
cards!
So with every quest you complete and every purchase you make, you're earning for the rewards you actually want. We make it easy for you to set up and start. Just sync your favorite games to your Mana account
Dude,
and
how
start
funny
earning
would it
with
be
new life rewards the next time you
They
play.
followed a Diablo
So
4
why pay
ad
any
with
other
this
way?
Mana or
Pay with
Diablo 4
Mana.
trailer.
Pay with power.
This Mana card ad.
Mana. Game the system.
Yeah, just
Get
so you
ready to
like,
overclock
you didn't
your
know,
eyeballs because
that
this next
last
trailer is
Nivalis
coming in
game
hotter
is by
than my
the same
computer
devs
with
as
3
Cloud
Chrome
Punk.
tabs open.
Huh.
Yeah, possibly the same world, yeah. Maybe that's why Cloud Punk is world. Wait.
World premiere.
Oh. Cyberpunk. Yes, bird.
Yes, bird. God damn it.
It's just fun to say.
It is.
This is the Persona-like game, is what Sean said.
Oh, Nivalis is the name of the city in Cloud Punk. Oh, okay. I guess I forgot that. My name's Yakuza. Gruff Yakuza.
Definitely not good music though, like
Oh my god, yeah, this is definitely Persona looking.
Whoa. Ah. What the fuck is that?
fact that there's times of day, like it shows you like morning, afternoon, night, and that like, you know, that bar that comes across the UI, like very, very Persona-like.
Apparently the combat of Persona 1 and 2 is like this. I haven't played those in, I don't know, 15 years, 20 years.
Now, is it Demon's School or Demon's Jewel?
You just saw Demon's School from Welsh developer Isbrid Games. And now,
Whatever
it's
you
time
want,
to take a
TZ.
bit of a spooky transition. If you're at home, turn on all the lights in the room, make sure the salt circle is unbroken, and check to see that your door is properly painted with sacrificial lamb's blood, because things are about to get certifiably terrifying. Let's look at the H.R. Giger-inspired biopunk horror, Scorn.
Oh, more Scorn.
Desolate and decayed.
There you go. That's
a
the name
grisly
that
nightmare
I think Zeke was
of
looking for.
macabre perception. Greetings. I'm your host, Doug Bradley, and I invite you to join me as we explore Scorn's mesmerizing labyrinth of odd forms and somber tapestries.
Okay.
Biomechanical always conjures up like cyborg stuff to me. I know it's probably it's not right, but like that's why I never use the term biomechanical.
Contraptions.
Fuck me.
Part machine.
Well, I've been told.
Civilization, now lying in decay.
Literally the next word said.
A hidden fauna sleeps within the underbelly of the world, wanting nothing more than to be left undisturbed. Scorn has been carefully crafted with great attention to detail. Everything is focused on building a specific atmosphere. From a unique organic ecosystem to an unsettling soundscape created by Ethek and Lustmord. Scorn has no dialogue, so most of the storytelling comes from the environment. Discovering the ever-present symbiotic relationships and how things are connected equips you with the tools to progress. While there is shooting within the game, Scorn is not a shooter. Every
More of a
encounter
squish and a
must be
poker.
carefully considered. A wrong choice could be deadly.
It's awesome if that's
I
true. But
hope
someone
you've
said
enjoyed
that,
this glimpse
Pinhead
into
is
the
the
twisted
narrator.
world of Scorn. The team at Ebb Software can't wait for you to uncover the secrets of this unique world as you experience Scorn firsthand this October. Are you prepared to unravel your inner self within Scorn's world of horror?
That looks fucking wild.
Yeah, that looks like a trip. That looks like an absolute trip.
Now, while I've been delightedly playing Dune Spice Wars, harvesting melange, and trying to figure out how to pronounce Quisatz, it doesn't matter. I'm equally ready to turn hordes of Tyranids into a Jackson Pollock painting in Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. In this brutal third-person shooter, you once again step into the oversized power armor of Titus, an elite Primaris Space Marine in a galaxy immersed in a never-ending war. To take us further inside the grimdark, I am joined by Tim Willits and Oliver Hollis, the creative director, on Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. First of all, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for having us.
Good to be here.
Now, Tim, I want to start with you. You previously worked at id Software on Doom. How would you say the Space Marine compares to Doom Guy?
That is a good question. I bet many people do not know that the original Doom Guy was actually a Space Marine, inspired by an even older Space Marine, which is the Warhammer.
Oh, that's that
40,000
helmet I
Space
saw.
Marine. So,
Old
you know, it's really
Doom Guy
exciting
fucking
for
cover art.
me to work on Space
knew
Marine
that
2,
looked familiar.
you know, because it's a great franchise, and I know that it's inspired so many other video games throughout the last 25, 30 years.
Oh, absolutely. And there's so much lore to sift through. And I think this brings us to talk a little bit about the new Space Marine that you're going to get to play, a Primaris Space Marine. Oliver, talk to us a little bit about Captain Titus and what makes this class of Space Marine different from the others in the universe.
So the Space Marine is a brainchild of the Emperor, the kind of leader of this of humanity in the grim dark future. He saw the dangers that the universe presented, and he created a super soldier from his own DNA. And each of these different factions, these different chapters, have different genetic traits of the Emperor. But what makes the Primaris different is that a guy named Belisarius Cawl, the Emperor's kind of chief scientist, went back, did some digging in the old data, and found a way to enhance the qualities that a Space Marine has by installing new devices, new kind of bio implants in their body. So now these guys are 2.5 meter tall monsters capable of destroying anything in their path.
It's reminding me of the 1,000 times I have rewatched the Astartes animation.
It's like 3 hours.
So exciting. It's so exciting that we now get
Probably
to be in that position to play that kind of character. And in the trailer, we saw a lot of Tyranids. Are they the main enemy that you're going to be against? And if so, what makes them such a compelling foe?
In this particular game, the Tyranids are the main focus, and what makes them compelling is that they are extragalactic locust-like creatures. They've come in from goodness knows where. They spread like wildfire. They devour everything in their path, and they leave nothing in their wake.
So one of the great things about the Tyranids is they come in the thousands. And our proprietary engine, the Saber Swarm engine, can deliver these epic battles. Now we will have thousands of Tyranids, and you will rip and tear through them all.
I mean, that is so thrilling, because this is the sort of thing that older games couldn't even hope to do.
that's probably...
And you're talking a little bit about combat. I know that some of the previous entries were more melee focused. What's the combat like in Space Marine 2?
So the combat in Space Marine 2 is a mix of in-your-face melee combat along with some really cool over-the-top weapons. So, we looked at, the original Space Marine game where it had a lot of this push-forward combat, which has inspired many other video games, but that never stop, never take cover combat is integral to Space Marine 2, along with these really cool, powerful weapons. So you're either tearing up enemies in front of you, or you're blowing them away from the back.
That should be pretty sick.
It's the best of both worlds.
I mean, that sounds so terrific. And I mean, I know you guys are huge fans of the 40K lore, so I'm curious about, in working on this project, what's been the most fun
started to play the first one too.
I mean, what's Saber Interactive focusing on right now?
Right at the beginning of the project, Tim and I went to the Warhammer Museum, which was an incredible experience. And you go around all these cabinets where these incredible miniatures that are painted by these masters are arranged in these dioramas. You find yourself kind of crouching down and looking into the ranks of Space Marines that are facing Tyranids or Orcs or whatever.
It is? Wow.
And something that Tim and I said at that moment was, we need to make this come alive. I don't want to look at this. I want to be inside this. I want to be gunning down Tyranids by the thousands. And so seeing that actually happen and come alive has been thrilling.
Am I going to feel like the characters in the Astartes animation? Because if so, then I'm buying the game immediately.
Even more so, when you're wielding one of those massive weapons and you're faced with 1,000 Tyranids who all want to eat you alive, and you're just letting rip and you can see shell casings bursting out of these massive weapons one after another. The sound, the gameplay, the way it feels is all designed to make you feel like the most powerful warrior in the universe.
Well, perfect. That answers everything. Thank you so much, Tim and Oliver from Saber Interactive, for joining us. I can't wait. Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2 comes to PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S soon. Now next, we have a few more surprises for you up the sleeves of our proverbial power armor. First,
it's been a long show.
V6's homage to the golden days, or should I say,
it's 2 hours.
The golden eyes of 90s console shooters, and an atmospheric sci-fi adventure on the Red Planet, Frontier Developments, and Kyoken Interactive. Let's take a look.
What is this?
GoldenEye?
That is very much GoldenEye.
Hey, you? Big GoldenEye energy. Well said. actually does look like it. Even the way the gun kind of like glides around.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Got a campaign editor? What the fuck? That's cool. Should have gone with Agent
Looks like their
69.
logo was made in paint. I'm here for it.
Yeah. There's a 64 right there.
Wow. Dude, that is an homage if there ever has been one. That's cool.
Sarah? Ryan? This is
I've seen
Kathy.
this somewhere.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, earlier in this show, I think?
Please come in.
Mission
Oh no, this
has
isn't the
only
retro
one
future
objective.
one.
No.
Bring the Arks and their revolutionary technology back home.
Gonna science the shit out of this game.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
I need to know that when we
Just
get
give us
there,
Mars.
you'll make the right decisions. We can do this. What do you expect to find on Mars?
Deliver us Mars. Oh.
Yeah. I don't know if I ever went back and finished Deliver Us the Moon.
Wait, is that from the same people?
I don't know, but it seems like it would be,
That
right?
would be hilarious. First we got the moon, then we went for
In
Mars.
the out-of-this-world sci-fi
It is from
epic
them.
Deliver Us Mars.
Oh.
Join Kathy and the crew of the Zephyr on an unmissable adventure as they journey to the Red Planet to recover technology vital to the survival of Earth and humankind. Deliver Us Mars is set to land on September 27th and is available to pre-order now on PlayStation, Xbox,
Yeah, I know that, right?
Steam,
At the
and
end.
Epic Games Store.
And sponsored by Elon Musk. Excuse me.
Stay a while and listen. To this list of games still to come, the team behind Half-Life Alyx Levitation will put their mod where their mouth is, and then it's paradox time. Not as in us creating an actual time paradox, we're going to show you the latest from Victoria 3. Plus, you can literally scare your entire butt off with the creeping horror of Gloomwood. All this and more in just a moment, but first,
Chat's hype about
a
Vicky
final
3.
pop quiz for all you Valorant, CSGO, and League of Legends players.
Wait, did they
How
give us
much
the
has
answer to the other
esports
one?
revenue increased since 2016? Compass Data Centers wants to hear your guess, and you can scan this QR code on the screen for a chance to win a $500 Razer gift card. Visit gaming.compassdatacenters.com to enter.
479%.
All right, and now, back to the show.
Up next, we're going to take a look at Stormgate, the highly anticipated real-time strategy
maybe
game
we'll
from
see more on
Frost
this.
Giant. Then our resident RTS addict is going to sit
Sean
down
will
with some of
probably
the game
interview the
developers
devs,
to
I
ask the
think.
hard-hitting questions like,
Pretty
when
sure
can we
his
play
mom
this already?
works at Frost Giant, so. She does, yeah.
Two years ago, our team assembled with a shared vision to build a brand new real-time strategy game. Together, we've been fortunate to work on some of the greatest RTS games of all time, and now we have a chance to do it again by creating the next evolution of that legacy. Today,
This is
we
gonna
are
be on
so
JP or Co's
excited to
YouTube
share
tomorrow.
our
This is gonna
first
be on
glimpse of
JP's
Stormgate,
YouTube. This is all Drop
an
Brain
exclusive sneak peek into the
So,
universe and
this
games
is
that
gonna be
we've been
tomorrow.
creating
If
for
you
you.
think. By tomorrow.
Stormgate takes place in an all-new
the Xbox is already up.
post-apocalyptic
Yeah,
setting
this
where
will be
science
up,
fiction
well,
and fantasy
later
collide.
tonight.
Our story
It just takes
begins
a while for the
hundreds of
checks to
years
go
in Earth's
through
future,
on,
following near
YouTube.
extinction of humanity. This great calamity
We gotta make
is
sure
caused by
Microsoft
the
gets
Infernal
their
Host,
money.
a playable alien race of demonic invaders that are hell-bent on claiming this planet as their own. With our story, we are creating an ever-expanding game universe, told through an ongoing series of campaign missions that you can play solo or cooperatively. New chapters will come out regularly, along with new units, maps, modes, and plenty of other surprises. In addition to campaign missions, we're building a world-class competitive experience with grassroots and professional tournaments accessible from directly within the game. There will be different leagues suitable for all levels of experience. In our new 3-player co-op versus AI mode, you'll level up your heroes, collect rewards, and customize your forces to open up new styles of gameplay and long-term variety. Stormgate will be free to play, but not pay to win, and there will be no NFTs. Beta testing starts next year, and you can sign up now to reserve your place in line at playstormgate.com.
You might happen to know that I'm a huge fan of real-time strategy games. StarCraft is my favorite game. I've played it for 25 years. I still play it, and that's why I am so thrilled today to be talking to Frost Giant Studios. They're a group of amazing developers who have worked on literally my favorite games of all time. And we're here to talk about their brand new, free-to-play, real-time strategy game set in a post-apocalyptic Earth. It's Stormgate. And here to talk about it is the CEO and production director at Frost Giant, Tim Morton. Thanks for joining us, Tim.
Thank you so much for having me here.
I want to know about the world. I want to know about the game. Tell us, what is Stormgate?
All right, this is our first game as a new studio. And it is classic real-time strategy, but designed to be more social. We build the game in a universe that ties everything together, but provide different kinds of experiences for players who like different kinds of gameplay. So we've got cooperative campaign mode, also play open-ended co-op, but if you're somebody who really enjoys competition, we've got 1 versus 1, high skill, competitive. And those are very different ways to play in some ways, but they're also all unified by the universe, by the races, by the units. So you really get a sense for how to enjoy the game.
And I'm curious a little bit about that core gameplay, because obviously in all these modes you're going to be collecting money, building bases, building units, and so on. And I know that for you, the game feeling really good and really smooth to play is super important. Now, obviously, I come from a time where if the pathfinding is bad, we call that high skill opportunity. But I mean, how do you think about getting the controls, the motions, just the feel of the game to feel good in 2022?
Yeah, it's interesting that RTS is one of the only genres I can think of where you have to have hundreds, even thousands of units synchronized over the network and responsive in a way that high skill, like pro esports players feel good about playing the game. That's not easy. It does require custom technology. There's no engine that you buy off the shelf that does that for you. So we definitely started knowing that and having the benefit of our chief architect, James Anhalt, who did that work previously on StarCraft 2. So we've put a lot of effort into that for sure.
And this is going to be one of the first major RTSs people are aware of that is on Unreal Engine 5. What is it like working in this next generation engine?
It's pretty incredible how far things have come from a graphics perspective, and I think the art team is unlocked in so many ways by what Unreal provides. So we're very excited. We're still learning everything that Unreal can do for us, but even that first cinematic that we debuted, like that's done in Unreal. So the high quality graphics that you're seeing are actually coming from Unreal as an engine.
So you've talked a little bit about, for new players, making the game feel a little more approachable, a little bit more streamlined, but obviously, StarCraft, real-time strategy, has this astonishingly long history as a competitive game, as an esport. And I'm curious, how is your team going to approach that?
So a lot of the emphasis around our thinking has been focused on what are things that we can add, especially around the gameplay experience. And one of those things is more seamless integration with esports. I mean, being able to sign up, participate in tournaments directly from the client in a way that gives players, even if you're not like top grandmaster, ready to take on Cyril, there's still an opportunity to be the best on your block or the best at your company or the best at your school. So we want to facilitate esports all the way from grassroots level up to the pro level directly in the client.
So, of course, in the history of RTS games, a really important component of them has always been mods. I mean, Warcraft 3, there's players that didn't even play the original game. They just did custom mode after custom mode. Does Stormgate have modding? How are you thinking about the modding community?
A number of members of the Frost Giant team actually came out of the modding community. The team as a whole is very passionate about it. From the outset, we started out applying resources to build a custom editor. I think there's a lot of opportunity to make improvements to the editing experience for RTS.
Abby says this
we are
show is slow.
Working on the infrastructure for people to be
spending a lot of time on some games, so if you're not like really interested in them,
core to us as a team
slows
to
down a lot.
enable modding, and we're absolutely
we also just
And of course, we have to
straight
end
from
with
the
my
best
favorite
show.
question of all. When
the
do we
lead
play
to
the
this,
game
which
and how do we
a
play
little
it?
bit of a clash.
So we are going to start our beta in
whiplash.
2023. We already have a site stood up at playstormgate.com to be able to register for the beta. We have a lot of active discussion topics on our
long is left?
subreddit as
30
well,
minutes,
so there's an
I think.
opportunity
Yeah, I
to
think so.
participate in the dialogue around what we're building.
Tim, thank you so much for joining us again today. We just got a chance to talk about
My face is slow?
Stormgate,
It is. My
upcoming
whole-
free-to-play
all of this is
RTS
slow.
from Frost Giant Studios. I'm personally super pumped to play it, and be sure to check it out
Are you
at
excited for this, JP?
playstormgate.com.
I don't really
Tim,
know
I'm
what
gonna do with
the
transition to
game
the next
is.
game.
Like,
Are you ready?
they haven't shown
It's gonna be
anything.
good.
It's
Watch
only-
this. It's gonna be so
everything
sick.
sounds fine.
Next, we're gonna show you
but I have no idea
Leysara,
what the actual
Summit
game
Kingdom
is.
from Quite OK Games. Now, as someone who has spent a medically inadvisable amount of time playing strategy games of all sorts, this looks incredibly up my alley. And it looks a lot safer than my last attempt to create society in the mountains. 2 words, Tim, yodeling accident. Let's check it out.
Day 9 still probably one of the best parts.
Yeah. Oh, that sucks for that village. Holy shit.
Honestly, I still think Sony stole the show with RE4 Remake, Callisto, and Final Fantasy 16. Sony was all right, but it was small, man. It
Yeah.
was small. Like that's
like 26 minutes or something.
Yeah, it was tiny. Like those were good, but
Yeah,
it
this
was
looks
so
fucking-
muted compared to their normal.
I'm about this. This looks awesome.
This doesn't really cool actually.
Looks frustrating, but it looks awesome.
Also, I'm loving this music. I'd rather have small and eventful than long and drawn out. I mean, I think that definitely has merit, but it was still there wasn't a huge amount of the Sony thing, or
Yeah.
the size of the company and how many companies they have under their umbrella. It was still pretty small comparatively.
I wonder what the goal of that Leysara game is. That Summit Kingdom game.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't fall off.
I'm not saying it has to have one. I'm just wondering
Yeah, it
if
might-
there is one, what is it?
It might just be a city builder, like get to X population or something. What the hell is this game?
That was Frozen Flame, an open-world survival RPG from Dreamside Interactive, where you'll embark on a fantasy adventure in a world reshaped by a magical
JP, quick!
calamity. A cursed
Grab that
land
stream
full
deck
of
while she's not
environmental
looking and give it to
hazards
me.
and massive monsters doesn't
I was just
sound
thinking
like
about
the
that
kind
too.
of place you'd want to build a cozy
Do you
home
think
with
that's
your
a
friends.
member of
But instead,
the
you'll be raising
production
fortresses
crew or
and
like a
trying to tame the
PC
world,
gamer
eventually growing tough enough to tackle
unit
the
that they
citadel
have
that
is
looms
the
over everything and break
company
the
or
curse.
what?
Or you'll end up in the belly of a monster.
I meant Steam Deck.
Still
Shut
kinda
up.
cozy. The
I know,
demo
I
for
said it
Frozen
wrong.
Flame
I
was
heard
released
Steam
just
Deck, I don't know
before
what
the
you
show,
said.
so you can jump
Said
in or
Stream
grab
Deck.
some co-op
Oh,
buddies
that
and
happens
see
all the
how
time.
long you can survive for right now. And keep an eye out for the early access launch later this year.
It
I
seems like
apologize, fucking Stream Deck right in front of me.
World premiere.
Where's Frankie? Probably with her kid.
If
She
you
just
could
had a kid.
Listen to the noise of history, then you would hear by the sounds of the Victorian age that the
Oh, this is
world
Vicky 3.
changed forever. The roar of the engines, the bangs from new factories, and the cries in the streets.
Thank you, Lance.
Calling out for revolution.
Chat, what type of game is Vicky 3?
In Victoria 3, we simulate this era. 100 years, starting in 1836.
Oh, it's grand
and
strategy.
put you in
okay.
charge of a young society. You will meet the people back then, high and low,
battle royale?
over
Hell
cultures
yeah.
across the globe. They
heard it's a
are
battle
the
royale
beating
racing game.
heart of your
Sick.
nation, and form powerful groups with needs and desires. Listen to their calls and let it influence reform.
Oh, it has
Or
NFTs
turn a
too?
deaf
Awesome.
ear to protect what is proven and stable. Your politics will decide where you want to go.
Like
but your economy, how far you'll come. Taxes, production, trade, and construction. Play these cards right, and you can harness the Industrial Revolution to turn your cities into titans. This is the engine you will need on the global stage. Use pacts, threats, and bluffs to secure your place in the sun. Anything done by war can be achieved with diplomacy. But you can decide when push.
This type of stuff always looks like
comes to shove.
Like the Cones of Dunshire, that made-up game in Parks and Rec.
The stories.
It's like a game for
and
accountants.
Over time, the history of your world will be carved
And then
into the map.
It's definitely got fans. My chat popped off with this.
Society be like. What is the
Hey, Vicky
that will
fans, are we
echo
salivating
over
right now? Is this
continents
everything we
and be
wanted
heard
from
over the
Vicky
noise
3?
of time as you create your grand tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah,
A lot of
chat's
people are saying yes.
Yeah. A grand tomorrow? Does that mean it comes out in like
That was the
2
gameplay
days?
debut
Like, what is,
of Victoria 3 from Paradox
what is a grand
Interactive,
tomorrow?
a grand strategy game coming later this year.
Troche
And let
randomly
us take
slides
this
in the
moment to let you
bajillion
know
yeses.
You can wish
You're
us
dead to
Victoria
me,
3
Co.
by visiting the PC Gaming Show event page on Steam,
He's
where
still
you'll be
pissed
able to
off
find
about
every
that
game featured in
cyberpower
today's
PC.
show. Type
Probably.
PCGamer.com/wishlist
They didn't break the
into your
website, I'll
browser to
fuck
be
this
taken
guy.
straight to there. And now on with the show.
Oh, we're punching.
Two blood.
Punch it again. 3 more letters. Yeah. One more.
Blue blow.
Do it. Oh,
Blue blow.
Ah, new blood.
Come on, Gloomwood. Give me Gloomwood.
A new Bloodborne! New Bloodborne! What? Come on! Damn it.
Is boomer shooters? Yes, this whole company is boomer shooters. Basically it. Low res, high speed games.
I played a little of this. This is actually pretty creepy, man.
Huh.
Oh, they gave that legless doggo motility art.
What's up, PC gamers? We're back again. Now, what you just saw was everything New Blood's got going on for 2022. A Medieval the Black Labyrinth, Ultra Kill Act 2,
or whatever,
Faith,
right?
Fallen
No?
Aces, and a brand new update for
Or no?
Dusk that's bringing all new HD models and
Gloomwood?
weapons that nobody asked for. So we're doing it anyway. Now, last year, you might have noticed we teased a bunch of games here that we weren't ready to talk about just yet. And we're still not ready to talk about those games. But I want to let you know that, yes, we're still working on a top-down shooter. Yes, we're still working on a Fallout-style RPG, my dream game. And yes,
what?
we're still working on a car combat game. But we're not ready to talk about those games just yet. What I want to talk about is Gloomwood. Now, 2 years ago, y'all straight up forgot to show the Gloomwood trailer. Last year, you bumped me so Gabe Newell could talk about a bunch of demos or some shit. This year, PC Gamer, you promised we would get to show Gloomwood, so I don't want to hear any bullshit. If you're on a Steam Deck ad right now or some shit, I'm gonna...
Steam Deck. Powerful, portable PC gaming.
PC Gamer, you see this puppy? I will drown this puppy. I will. If you don't let us show Gloomwood, I am going to drown this adorable. I would never do that. Hi, I love you. So yeah, we good?
No.
Can we show Gloomwood? Are you sure?
This is like I actually don't play a lot of
Well,
New Blood
alright.
stuff, but this game was awesome.
About time.
I actually played the entire demo of this game. It was really good.
Nice.
I'm waiting for this game for a long time. It's super
like
cool.
that guy when it like just looking at him, I would say no. There's no way I would like that guy. But actually, you kind of like.
This game reminded me of Deus Ex 1 in a lot of ways.
Hello, Doctor. I had hoped for us to meet at my estate. No matter.
Got a Resident Evil
I can
inventory.
guarantee your safe arrival.
Sort of.
A promise few others here can make. The townsfolk are not far.
Yeah, it's very much like
outside.
Oh, okay.
Don't delay.
Guys, these graphics are state of the art. Shut up. Why didn't you distract him if you're just gonna poke him in the kidney anyway? Good backseating. Oh, I get to backseat a little too. Come on, man.
I'll be waiting.
Rat.
There's only one thing I like more than playing New Bloods games, and that's probably the URLs they make for them. It wouldn't be a PC gaming show without the silliest, most ridiculous website names in human history. Which is why I'm delighted to share that next, we have a group of such games that run the gamut from medieval mayhem to an adorable animal fight club. And our first rule, we absolutely plan to talk about it.
Beef with guns, it's so good. I want to know more about that Fallout game.
Not now. Maybe next year.
World premiere.
We hacked the trailer.
You're right, I am overselling it. You gotta pull it back a little bit, you're right.
Corrupted what?
It was dancing.
Why is it always doing this just when I need to showcase the game? Okay, I'm gonna take that. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Yes, I have.
The update to System 10.1.1 will provide a clean sorting of all your files and ensure that situations like this won't ever happen.
Oh, no, nobody's updating me. That's the thing. Nope, haha, thank you, but we'll pass. Okay, so I do have a backup of the trailer. While I go rummage into the bin for it, please welcome my personal assistant. That will do a great job at pitching the game for you. Talk about how cool I am in the story and how funny and witty. You know, just talk about me. Found it. Ah, ladies and gentlemen, the trailer. Okay, who had the amazing idea to save the trailer backup in 14.4 pixels? Do we have any ants working for us?
Man, that is a familiar problem, dude. For me, at least. Oh, God, how do I make this full screen? Son of a bitch.
The survival of thy noble family depends on their ability to rule the city,
I hope so.
to fight with valor, and to learn. Oh, if only it were that easy.
Oh, Christ.
Okay.
I think this is medieval RimWorld.
Everyone's dying of the plague. Nice.
RimWorld.
Drunken parties. Stabbing in their sleep. Oh, this looks great. Oh, I'm totally here for this. Norland. Okay, we will be doing that right now.
Oh, I've seen this trailer. Zeke, you might like this game. Actually, it's a fighting game, but it's a furry game. So you might like it. Apparently, this game's actually really good. As far as
because they're not
go.
made to be human. Like
oh, so it's not a furry game, it's just an animal game?
Yes.
Okay.
Really good if you're a brony, that's true.
Game has the best netcode in fighting games. Wow, that's a bold claim.
It was originally a My Little Pony fan game. Apparently, that's what people were saying.
Fun.
Kudos on the pun for that, for the name of that as well. Them's fighting herds.
And pretty wild, like this game did not come out very long ago, and they're already doing like major pack updates.
Yeah. They have a date for that? Oh yeah, June 15th. Wow, that's 3 days. There you go. That is a major update. Was it not co-op like that before already?
That was the latest DLC for Core Keeper, the sandbox survival sim from Fireshine Games and Pugstorm. The Sunken Sea biome update is available on June 15th for all Core Keeper players.
Maybe check
now
Game
we
Pass
have
first.
even more twists and turns and trailers, so press enter to continue. Did you press it? I'm gonna go ahead and assume you pressed it. No, but seriously, press it.
Not on Game Pass, okay.
Life can be harsh everywhere. But in the old world, there was no hope of it ever improving. When our crops failed, the ruling class would still collect the same share, leaving our children to starve.
That's Sean Bean.
And if we had any coin to our name, the taxman would
Sounds like a budget Sean
demanding
Bean.
it for the crown.
Yeah.
The nobles hid behind the safety of their walls and did nothing when raiders pillaged the outskirts of the city. And so, some of us decided that it was time to leave. That we'd rather take our chances in the wilderness, seeking the promise of a new land.
No, I'm Stan Beans. Who did you want?
In our homeland. The journey wasn't easy.
Sean Lagoon.
No,
I like that
Stan
too.
Beans from Sheboygan.
This wild, unsettled land offers us the hope of a new start as the masters of our own destiny.
Is this the Oregon Trail?
I have no
It's
idea.
weird that they had an English guy, or someone with an English accent, do Oregon Trail. That'd be fucking
true.
weird.
It's cool.
World premiere. There, hold it back.
What is below is destined to be understood. Our life depends on the whims of the weather. Our life is tied to this earth.
The water we harvest, the plants we grow, the air we filter. Any waste would be fatal to our survival.
We must learn to live in harmony with this world. For too long, we have wandered without purpose. From now on, our city will be a source of hope.
Another builder.
Kind of look like a Dr. Seuss town, like where the Sneetches live or some shit.
To understand our world, we must explore it.
We must find the tablets. The seeds of knowledge that bind all the elements together.
To build our survival.
To build our city. To live happily.
The game is called Synergy. Interesting.
Welcome to Icarus, Prospector. The planet we almost lost, then found a reason to stay.
Isn't this like Zoom
Take it
in?
from me. This place wants you dead. But we've made progress. Learned the lay of the land. How to use Icarus to our advantage. Our friends at the UDA are offering up a slice, a whole new terrain. If you learn, build, and survive, maybe, just maybe, there's a future here. Think you got what it takes?
Cool.
This game where
In the
everyone
rich
burns down the
tapestry
houses?
of the PC gaming community, modders are one of the most inspiring subcultures. In fact, some of the most popular genres today started as PC gaming mods.
They're almost
right
done.
Now,
They're gonna end on
modders
a
Sean
mod?
FMP1 Snelling and Corey Latto are making something incredibly special in the form of an ambitious mod for Half-Life Alyx. It's called Levitation. It's an original 4 to 5 hour campaign that builds on Valve's original VR game, Half-Life Alyx. With Alyx searching for a pair of rebels gone rogue, they've discovered a strange floating building in Sector X and decided to investigate it.
Has Valve
against
commented
orders,
on this game at all,
obviously.
chat?
And
They
now
just, like, not
it's your
care?
turn. Let's go back to the world of Gordon, G-Man, and Alyx with this exclusive gameplay footage.
Alex, according to this old Resistance map, there's a control room somewhere outside the building you're in. Sorry if that's vague, the map was drawn using somebody's blood.
I was gonna hire them? That's true. Okay, you think you'll check this out?
Did Valve ever mind mods? I don't know. But maybe. I don't know. I tend to like the mods are cool and stuff, but I kind of hope there's going to be another official Alyx. So it'll be a little strange. I don't know. But I mean, I do love Half-Life Alyx. And if it's just like more of, you know, essentially that quality, maybe. Looks great, actually. Yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty awesome. These environments are pretty excellent.
Yeah.
Of course Valve will release a sequel. When was the last time they let a game franchise die on the vine?
That's a really good point, yeah.
Good one, Exigent.
It's probably Gordon Freeman, and not anything bad at all. Definitely, probably Gordon Freeman.
Uh-oh. There we go, hang out with Fred again, or whatever his fucking name was.
Okay, so the plan is to get to that control room and get Gordon.
Oh boy.
Oh, look who it is.
Well, shit.
It's the B-Man.
The B-Man.
God, I hated those things. Those flying things.
this comes out, it's good enough, and Valve just goes, you know what? That's a sequel. That's what we'll just call it Alex 2. Yeah. Cool.
Valve just releases a set of games that are all just fan-made like sequels and stuff, and calls it like the Borange Box.
We'll take 80%.
Yeah, I'll pay $60 for that. Oh.
Why do we never have arms in VR games? Because arms aren't tracked. Your hands are tracked with the controller, but they have no idea where your arms are.
Correct.
So they don't want to break the immersion by just having it be some weird connection. It's not always where it is.
Whoever's playing this is really good in VR.
Kind of killing it. Levels maybe not.
I mean, this is from Alex. This area, I'm pretty sure, is from Alex.
Please get that autoloader, man. Jesus, dude.
So someone from my chat, I don't know, take this for, chat value. FM Pwn has made several actual maps that are used competitively in CSGO, the dev for this mod.
Oh, cool.
That's chat, so it might be a lie. Might not.
Take it with a grain of salt.
That is true. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, was it FMP1? Sorry. I wasn't sure if it was FM Pwn or FMP1. I don't know.
Yep, I hated those things too. Ran into them every single time.
I always thought those things looked like the things that Baron Harkonnen drinks in the old Doom movie. Like squishes that thing. Is like, oh no, it's not Baron Harkonnen. It's just, is it Fade? Yeah, whatever. It's an obscure reference. Raban, thank you. Raban drinks it. Yeah.
Are they closing on this?
I think so. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. They're closing on a mod.
Oh, wow.
Why does Code think it's weird they're closing on a mod? Generally because places like this tend to close on, or shows like this tend to close on something that's like a big bang, like a big release or something, or a big teaser. This isn't really any of those things.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a cool looking mod, but I mean, they even charge the mod?
I have no idea. I don't know how you even acquire this.
PC Gaming Show has never really done anything like that. Not wrong.
Well, folks, this is the end. We've learned a lot today about ourselves, about
you showed a Big Daddy on the thing. Where the fuck is it?
They showed a lot of things on
and
that that aren't
so
here.
Many games on the way. There has truly never been a better time to be part of the PC gaming community.
Over the course of the last 2 hours, we saw games from developers all over the world, and we wanted to thank everyone who tuned in to watch the show. All the developers who shared their work with us, and of course, all of the partners for their help bringing the PC Gaming Show to life.
It was just a generic collage of PC Gamer magazine covers.
Servers, install your firmware updates, and tell me if you know where to find it.
I don't care what it was.
Tell me immediately. Anywhere you can find one, let me know. And of course, a warm thanks to you again for joining us at this year's PC Gaming Show. It's something I look forward to every year, and we're thrilled that you joined us again. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Dang, that is it. Well, there you go. That's the PC Gaming Show.
This is the official PC Gaming Show 2022 pre-show. It's the live show before the pre-recorded show. Go to the start. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Replenish your potions and let's do it again. This is the first time. But before I spiral further into my concerns, here's even more. All right, one more time. You just saw Demon School from Welsh developer. You want perfect? Watch this. So, now they're all rested up. Let's enjoy a slice of that cyberpunk life. We skipped the whole line. We accidentally the whole line. We have come to the end of our show at long last. With so many, I saw my spit fly out. And I hope I didn't get you, man.
Oh, good.
And also, I ate a Snickers, so I want to make sure there's no just chocolate in my teeth.
You are nougat free, buddy.
Wow. Is there any chocolate in my mouth?
Don't answer him.
The 5.5 gigahertz Core i9 12900KS with a 32 gigabyte of DDR. I was doing so well. Ah, God, there were so many numbers all at once.
And game reveals to share with you can only mean one thing. It's countdown time. There's a LaCroix burp. It's very close to the surface. It's not a heart attack, it's just a burp. All right, I'm going to do the take. It's gonna happen.
The best part of the whole show.
Maybe.
Yep. I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this.
Get ready to overclock your eyeballs because this next trailer is coming in hotter than my computer with more than 3 Chrome tabs open. If your gaming chair came with a seatbelt, then strap in. Because this next trailer goes from 0 to 100 real quick. And I just got off the phone with my doctor and he was like, exclusive gameplay levels are critically low. And I want to fix that like immediately.
God damn.
I had no idea where we were going. It's the first time I'd seen any of those words, but I just kept pushing it.
Yeah.
There's no break. I just kept going. I was like, this is the most this read is insane. I was like, crying. I don't know why I'm this way. But that's what I decided to do, and I'm sticking to it.
That's why he had the AirPods in. He was listening to music in between, like, fucking takes.
Who's dancing? Was he high?
God.
No, that's just Sean.
It's just day 9, dude.
Sean gets into laughing fits and then you lose him.
Funny story. Day 9, one of the oldest streamers on Twitch, the most long-term streamers on Twitch, one of the first streamers with a subscription button. Yep. He is a foundational element in this streaming service here.
Yep. That's true.
And a great guy. He's a very good dude.
And that's the end of the PC Gaming Show and the end of today's shows. There's 2 more tomorrow. Yep. There's the Guerrilla Collective 3.5 showcase. That's at 4 p.m. Eastern.
That was moved to tomorrow. Right.
Yeah, and then there's the Capcom showcase, which is at 6 p.m. Eastern. Zeke, are you down for Capcom show? I have you down for Guerrilla. Are you down for Capcom as well?
That was when it was after PC Gaming Show today.
Yeah, yeah. Do you want to?
When it was, but no, tomorrow is my day off. I'm not doing nothing.
I'm doing both.
All kinds of shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me and Co then will probably just hang out on Discord. I don't know if we'll do like a drop frames thing.
Nope.
The Capcom showcase should be cool. Guerrilla Collective will probably be a little bit more of the same. But yeah, that PC Gamer one was fine. There wasn't anything like super crazy about it, but I think it did struggle, I think, with audience members because of the fact that Xbox conference was right before it, and so people had crazy expectations.
Yep. Yeah, the interviews and stuff, like when they were doing it as a live show, like I don't think they let the interviews go on as long because, you know, it's a live show, you want to keep things clipping. Like they would have the dev out there for like, maybe a couple of sentences, couple of answers, and then, move on to the next thing. I think that show could easily have been cut down at least 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And they had a lot more sponsor plugs, I think, this time around. They had a lot more sponsors instead of just like one big sponsor like they've had in the past. They had to talk about a lot more stuff this time around. So I get it, but definitely a different show than that of the Xbox. That's for sure. So
somebody said, do we know if there's going to be a Nintendo one? There have been rumors that there's going to be a Nintendo one, but we don't have any official announcement yet. There are some rumors that there's going to be one at the end of this coming week.
I think it was supposed to be Wednesday was the rumor through like a leaked email with a developer to a content creator. But I believe that leak happened on a Friday. And so if anything, we would probably be hearing about it in a couple of hours if Nintendo's going to put out a press release or anything. So we'll let you know tomorrow or the next day.
No, there's no more today.
Yeah.
Today we are essentially done.
That is it for today. We can do some shout outs and wrap it up. My brain's fried after 4 days of doing this.
It's a long few days, man.
4 or 5. It's a little wild. Yeah. Also, my cat wants to be.
You mentioned of Atomic Heart? No, there was no mention of Atomic Heart.
I didn't see that.
Unfortunately. Yeah. I think it was still in the to be released things, but.
What?
Yeah,
Didn't Zeke, I think that was one of the names that Zeke rattled off when he was reading the Game Pass list. I think Atomic Heart was in that. So, yeah. I don't know if that's in the next 12 months or if that was just a future Game Pass offering.
Beyond Good and Evil 2? Good one.
Yeah, nothing. We didn't see any. Did we see any Ubisoft stuff? I don't think.
Like nothing.
Yeah.
It felt like there was an Ubisoft show that was just missing.
Yeah.
Like none of the big Ubisoft stuff was talked about anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They really just like completely pulled out of this.
Maybe they'll do something. I would expect. Maybe. I mean, they're still making games. They still have what?
I was God damn that
poster.
poster.
That's it. What was that?
PC gaming show poster being such a lie. Having the fucking big
daddy
on there, no BioShock, nothing.
There wasn't like any. I guess there was System Shock, but that's not enough to like warrant using a Big Daddy. Yeah, there was nothing. Oh well. Get angry at him on Twitter, Zeke. That's what all the kids are doing these days.
I'm gonna take it to Twitter, my Twitter alt account, and I'm just gonna start flaming everybody.
I think that's valid.
Yeah,
I'm so mad, and I have nowhere to put it. I'm gonna put my anger on the Twitter.
Let's do some shout outs. Call it a PC gamer. Kind of call it a not E3 2022. There's still some stuff tomorrow, so I guess tomorrow will probably be I guess Tuesday is the final thing with Xbox.
Tuesday's the final thing, technically.
Yeah, there's
unless Nintendo tries to wiggle in there at the end.
Yeah, there's like that 10-minute Final Fantasy VII celebration on the 16th, but we're not gonna. If anything, we'll cover that solo or talk about on next week's show on Sunday, because it's supposed to only be like 10 or 15 minutes long. So we'll be back tomorrow, me and Co will, for Guerrilla and Capcom. That's at 4 and 6 p.m. Eastern. And then Zeke, are you down for the Xbox Game Showcase Extended? That's at 1 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday, your normal start time, if you want to do that.
I'm gonna have to check on something first, but I tentatively want to, but I'll get back to you.
Cool, sounds good. Do some shout outs for us.
Wait, hold on. Whoa, that's Tuesday?
Tuesday, yeah.
I'm in then.
Okay, Zeke's in. All right.
Got my
He
days
checked on it. He spoke with some people, and we're good.
No, I looked at I have a calendar there that I can just glance at, and I thought it was Tuesday, but it was actually Wednesday, the thing I have to do. So
got it. Do some shout outs for us, Zeke.
I will. What up, everybody? My name is Ezekiel the Third. You can find me at /Ezekiel_II on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, or Ezekiel the Third. I'll spell it on Instagram and TikTok. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you to Co and JP, as always, for being wonderful co-hosts. This was great. I like this. That we have a kind of a Super Bowl to look forward to again every year. Hopefully, like Keeley takes it under his wing and flies with it, because I got nothing bad to say about the cat. He really likes what he does and does it well. So I hope Summer Game Fest becomes the new E3 if E3 is now defunct. But yeah, I will be taking tomorrow off, like always. Monday's off. And then Tuesday I'll be back with the boys doing the Xbox thing and then probably playing something afterwards. If there's only one thing to do that day, I'll probably figure out something to play. Maybe do some demos. Check some of that shit out. Go over my wish list. But I'm out of here. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
Awesome. Yeah, the Steam Next Fest or whatever starts tomorrow, I think. So this is demo week. If anything, you'll have a lot of stuff to play. Co, what do you got going on? What's your plan?
Sure. First of all, real quick, Keeley tweeted out an ominous picture of a physical check-in for Summer Games Fest. So he may be making moves to actually fully replace E3, which could be interesting. Anyway, hi everybody. My name is Co. I really hope you enjoyed these last 4 days of whirlwind conferences. I am going to take the rest of today off because these last days it has really taken it out of me. Weirdly enough, I seem to get more tired watching things than playing things. I don't know why that is, but yeah, I'm gonna take the evening off, chill out, and get ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, we are going to start with the Starfield trailer rewatch. I'm going to be watching the whole thing, pausing it probably very frequently, talking about all sorts of things and going over it in depth because I'm very excited for that. And then we may go into demo week. I don't know if we're going to do Dragon Age Origins tomorrow or we're going to go ahead and start checking out all these cool demos. There's a lot of demos I want to try, from Cult of the Lamb to Metal Hellsinger to the huge amount we've seen over the last couple days. So yeah, we may do a demo days tomorrow and kind of start ripping through those. And eventually we'll be back to DAO, then DAI, and Trespasser, and all that good stuff as well. So hope you've seen the channel. As always, thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed our coverage of Naughty 3.
Cool. I'm going to keep going for a little while today. I'm pretty exhausted as well. But I want to watch some more of those trailers and just check some stuff out, see if there's anything that we missed or any Twitter conversations. So we'll be streaming after the show today. Tomorrow, we've got another episode of MCU Crew. We'll be talking about Ms. Marvel Episode 1, whatever else is going on in the world of the MCU. And then covering the Guerrilla Collective and Capcom Showcase with Co later in the day. All the VODs for anything that we've done, Drop Frames related, or anything that I do, could be found over at youtube.com/itmeJP. The Xbox VOD is already up. This VOD will be going up as soon as we end the recording here in just a matter of moments. So that's what we got going on. Turning games coming up. Probably check out some more Dragon's Dogma. Still hoping for that Dragon's Dogma 2 announcement from Capcom, even though I don't think I'm going to get it. And then we'll see, kind of just buying time till the end of the month. With Monster Hunter Sunbreak coming out and like 2 other games that same day. So maybe check out some demos as well. If Co or Zeke find anything that they're tweeting about or playing, I'll just steal those and play those afterwards.
Cool.
That's the plan. That's it. Thanks everyone for watching. No more Drop Frames, at least for today. We're out of here. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.